Wake up and be amazing. Grab your daily Danish. Hey, I am Trainer Dane, empowerment coach, where I empower you through mindset, fitness, and personal development. And the fitness is through Camp Gladiator, where our mission is to positively impact the physical fitness and ultimately as many lives as possible. My goal now is to shine a light on a dark time. Hey, if you're joining me live, please hit hashtag live. If you're coming back, please hit hashtag replay. What this does for me is it allows me to know who is on at the current moment so we can communicate, so we can have a conversation. And it also lets me know if somebody comes back and shares the video or has a comment that I wasn't able to address at the time of the live video. But I was thinking, what are ways that I can shine that light on a dark time? And I was having a conversation. Hello, Allison. Hello, Tanya. I was having a conversation with another life coach in Idaho, just in Boise, Idaho. And we were just getting to know each other. We really met through another group. And I was just sharing. I said, in my empowerment group, one of the things I ask and teach the members are what are the 3 non-negotiables in life? And I thought, especially at a time like now, where again, it's a uncontrollable time, right? We want to control something in an uncontrollable time. And when you learn to control one thing, 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3. Hello, everybody. Again, hearts and likes, something that fires you up, let me know and we'll go back to it. So I think this is really based on a Darren Hardy talk. And Darren Hardy wrote The Compound Effect. I got to hear him in New Orleans speak live. I listened and subscribed to his podcast too. But he said, what are 3 non-negotiables in your life? And if you dig deep, I think to know what the 3 most important, vital things in your life, it takes some thought. It takes some introspection. So literally, no matter rain, shine, hot, cold, good, bad, do death do us part, what are the 3 most important, non-negotiable things in your life? And when I began to ponder that, think that, and coach that, I have no idea how long it really took me. And you know what I did, to be honest with you? I brainstormed. I took a giant piece of paper and I just started writing. What is important to me in life? Whether it's faith or family or love or money or material things or travel. I mean, what is it? Knowledge. And there's an infinite number. Hello, Rob. There's an infinite number of things that it could be. And so I was like, what would knock me off my game on X? So if I said money, and does that mean I would be a failure if I didn't make $100,000 a year, $500,000 a year, $1 million a year? Well, that's not how I judge success. So to me, that's not a non-negotiable. Do I need to make a living? Absolutely. Do I need and want to have a dwelling like the one I'm sitting in now? Absolutely. But it's going to undulate, right? So I've had low-paying jobs at the beginning of my career. I've had higher-paying jobs as part of my career. I had a very low-paying job when I owned my own business at the beginning. And somewhere in between is how life has been led. So what would I do? So faith, a lot of people, when I was talking to them, put God or faith number 1. For me, it's a non-negotiable, it's a given. I kind of use that as a bonus non-negotiable. I wasn't going to list that as one of my top 3 non-negotiables. Again, if you're joining me live, say something, join in, let's have a conversation. If you already know what a non-negotiable or one of your 3 is, please share. So my number 1 non-negotiable is my health. Because I know with my health, anything is possible. And without it, nothing is possible. That being said, over the last 18 months and building a new business and bringing people into the CG community and the work it takes, I felt like I really kind of let my health slip. I wasn't working out. I wasn't going to camp. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't sleeping well. Well, if that's truly a non-negotiable, then it was time, and that's one of my top 2020 goals, was to make my health a priority. So I started going to camp twice a week until we went virtual, and now I can do it virtually. I began to watch what I eat. What have I been doing? So instead of giving something up at Lent, I decided to make an active change. So what I've done is ensured that I've drank half my body weight in ounces every single day. Super simple changes. I drink at least 16 ounces of water before I put any bite of food on my mouth, and I eat all my veggies first like a good little boy. Drinking water first and eating your veggies. Your parents probably would have loved you eating your veggies, but they probably wouldn't have wanted you to drink your drink first because it would have filled you up. Well, the reason I do it is because it fills me up and I don't overeat. it's also taught me in the last however many days since Lent began was that the portion of food I was making, now I need to consciously, cognitively, emotionally serve myself less food, because if I drink the water and I eat my veggies, I won't be as hungry for whatever protein or starch is on my plate. So again, my number one, I should really type this in, right? I didn't do it ahead of time. Just really trying to think of how can I each and every day shine a light in a dark time. So my number one non-negotiable is my health. What would yours be? And I've seen a meme go around for such a long time that said a year from now, you'd wish you'd started today. And now I want to say a year from now, you'd be glad you started today. So how can you make a small change and understand the hurricanes, the tornadoes, they get all the press, but it's the termites that do the most damage, because they just work and they 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 never give up. And they never, ever give up. So it's in the doing. It's that compound effect, going back to Darren Hardy that I talked about. It's doing it. It doesn't ultimately matter what you do. What matters is that you do it. Hello, Ashley. I love that you're jumping on from Canada quite often. I appreciate it. In today's message, if something inspires you, educates you, motivates you, and empowers you, please let me know. If so, please share it with a loved one or a friend so that you can be the one that shines a light during their dark time. My number two non-negotiable is my wife. And I'm going to dig into this one a little bit deeper. And the conversation I had with Erin in Boise, she was like, you should teach this to men and not, look, there's no marriage that's perfect. There's no relationship that's perfect. There's highs and lows. I also believe there's absolutely no such thing as work-life balance. I believe at times that pendulum swings so far to the right, and you got to know and be aware enough that it doesn't get stuck there too long. So things get out of kilter. Then you got to bring it back, and then it gets stuck to the left. You got to be aware, and you've got to pay attention and bring it back. Sometimes work takes a lot of time. Sometimes your family takes a lot of time. Sometimes whatever your mission in life, whatever you're doing takes a lot of time, and it's going to go back and forth. It's never, ever going to stay balanced where you spend equal amount of time with family, equal enough with your work. It just doesn't work. So why I chose Tanya to be my second non-negotiable, number one, I didn't get married again to ever get married again. Now, what does that mean? It means that each and every day, now I just go into my virtual office. But at 4:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, what I would do is I would open the door, kind of have my phone up with a little light, and I'd say, I love you. I'll try to make you proud today. And I would leave. And then I make either, if Tanya's up with me, I literally make her coffee every single day. Super simple act of love and kindness. And if she's not going to get up with me, then it's in a to-go Yeti cup so she can make it and mix it and take it to work. Super simple. Where else have I learned to try to make sure that I show that Tanya is one of my non-negotiables? And sometimes, you know what? I don't do a very good job of it. And then I have to bring myself into it, look at my list that's posted on my desk. It's posted in my bathroom, what my 3 non-negotiables are. So how many of you have ever read The 5 Love Languages? I read it several years ago, and it's come up a lot in conversation recently. So there are 5 love languages. I don't even know who the author is. If somebody knows, they can type it in. So words of affirmation, so kindness and appreciation. Thank you. It's pretty simple, right? Acts of service, something that takes a burden off somebody else without being asked. And hey, guys, we just really want to be told what to do. If you tell me we need to sweep the floor or mow the yard or do the laundry, we'll do it. But if you do it without being asked, that is an act of service. Receiving gifts or giving gifts without any preconceived, not just for a birthday, just because you went to the store or you drew an art project or you wrote a song and you gave it, made a card, wrote a card, a thank you card, a love card, So giving or receiving gifts, if they feel it because you've given them a gift. Quality time, undivided attention. So maybe you're sitting in a room, sharing a moment, going to dinner, going to the restaurant, going to the movies, undivided attention, and physical touch, some sort of body connection, right? So those are the 5. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Hands down, if Tanya's showing me, I want quality time. I just want to spend time together. We don't have to do a damn thing. I just want to be able to have a conversation. So recently, with all the things going on and trying to shine a light in a dark time and writing different kind of workouts, because I'm in this office, which is also my virtual studio, I've had to think a little bit more of what I want to do, providing into my Art of Living Amazing Life group, connecting with campers that are a little bit lost and bored and not really sure how to spend their time or set a schedule or whatever it is. So it's taken a lot of time. I have no complaints about that, but what we've done is each and every night when we finally shut off, and I'm building office hours, like I will work, bust my tail from X o'clock to X o'clock, which ultimately Monday through Friday is going to be from 5:30 a.m. till 8 a.m. and I'm everybody's. And then when that time is done, the phone's going to go off. And if we can, it's a nice night. I'm going to sit on the back porch and have some water, have some tea, have a drink. It doesn't matter. I always will have music on. It's just what I like to do. And we're going to spend time together. Now, understand, I'm talking about my love language. But I know, hands down, Tanya wants acts of service. Things that take the burden off of her. Whether it's doing the dishes, making dinner, doing the laundry, sweeping the floor, washing the car, paying the bills, whatever that is, however we've divvied up our jobs, right? It's not all glorious and not all just fun and games and going out to dinner and coming home. When you have an everyday, 365, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, family and friends, and you've got your spouse. So again, taking off the burden in an act of service, which to her shows acts of kindness. She absolutely shows her love by giving gifts. If I say I want something, and even if it's not in the budget, it magically seems to appear, even though I'm like, baby, you don't have to buy that for me. So again, my number 2, and I'm challenging you today. Look, if you were driving to work 30 minutes each way, and now you're not, you've got an hour of time you didn't have before. And even though my camps in the morning are 12 minutes away, so really that's 24 minutes that I would have picked up in the morning of my day. And then going to my afternoon camps, it's probably 20 to 25 minutes. That's 50 minutes a day that I've picked up. Oh, I screwed that up. My number 3 is my mission. And I'm going to put that up here. So my mission, my personal mission, I spelled that wrong, I think. You can't see it yet. I did see, I told you. I'm going to, so that you know this is a live video because it says show, and what I want to do is fix it. See if it'll do it. My mission. So my mission is to educate, motivate, and empower you to wake up and be amazing and learn the art of living amazing life. What I believe allows you to experience life, love life, enjoy life, cherish life. It's as simple, again, as spending time on the back porch. It's as simple as sitting on a bar stool and sharing time with a friend or family member, or talking to the person on your right or left and asking about their life, what their dreams are, where do they want to go. It's as simple as taking care of your health, because with your health, anything is possible, and your body is for life. So with having a passion to wake up and be amazing, every day is a great day, never wasting a heartbeat, dreaming big, dreaming often, and dreaming out loud, and having a mission to educate, motivate, and empower you to wake up and be amazing and live the art of living an amazing life through 3 things. It's a lot, right? But I can condense it. I can cut the fat. It's going to be through mindset, because you've got to think and be fit. It's through fitness and personal development. So when I invite you, and I talk in a moment to join me and join all the trainers across the country to choose to move virtually over the next 6 weeks, it isn't because I think you're overweight. It isn't because I think you're unhealthy. It's because I know that with your health, anything is possible. And if you decide not to join, that's okay. I challenge you to get up, get out, and get moving and make it a habit, and understand one of the Danish rules. It doesn't matter what you do. It matters that you do it. Another one is that consistency is the key to success. What did I say? The hurricanes, the tornadoes, the terrible fires, the tsunamis, they get all the news, but the termites make the most damage. The termites make the most damage because they're consistent, because they have one mission. They're focused, and that's all they do. That's all they do. So what are your 3 non-negotiables? What are the 3 most important things in your life? Is it faith? Is it family? Is it love? What is it? What are they? Have you ever even thought about it? Because remember, you're going to eat, sleep, go to the restroom, procreate, because that's what we do, and it's all innate. No matter what your brain function is, you got to eat. Hello, Corey. Hello, Corey. You got to take care of that. Just like when somebody says they can't do a squat, and I'm not a doctor, I'm never going to tell you to go against the doctor, but I asked you straight up, do you go to the restroom? The answer is yes or no, and I hope it's no, and I pray to God you don't have a colostomy bag. I do, right? So you're going to go, or a catheter bag. So you're going to sit. So we got to teach you to sit without pain, hopefully without using grab bars. So that's part of my mission through mindset, fitness, and personal development. So to remind you, my 3 non-negotiables are my health. So through this whole thing, I'm getting more physical activity because I'm leading more in a virtual world, but I'm still going to go out and run. I'm still going to lift a little bit differently because I do it all in my virtual gym, right? I want to make sure that my wife knows that I love her and care for her, and that's important to me each and every day. I'm going to make sure that you know and you share my mission to educate, motivate, and empower you to wake up and be amazing through the art of living an amazing life. What does that mean to you? So what that means is I get up every day, I'm fired up, and I want to share. But it cannot and it will not be a mission of one man. It has to be a mission where I can be an evangelist so that I can motivate you, inspire you, fire you up. So you're going to want to share it with somebody else. So let's talk about when you know your 3 non-negotiables, if your health is one of them, or you want to be healthier, if you want to be medication free or reduce your medication dependency, because again, I'm not the doctor and I'm never going to tell you not to take your meds. But did you know, this is a fact, that up to 90% of preventable disease can be cured with proper diet and exercise? Hey, let's go back real quick. I was talking about what I added for Lent. I didn't give something up for Lent. So I said 2 things I was going to do, actually, and I'm going to expand a little bit more about what I do. So I was going to drink and make sure I drank half my body weight in ounces. So if I weigh 200 pounds, actually I weigh 212 pounds, so I need to drink 106 ounces of water a day. Included in that measurement, I'm going to drink 16 ounces of water, 2 cups, before I eat one thing. Again, your mommy and daddy might not have wanted to do that because they're going to fill you up, but I want to fill me up. I'm then going to eat every vegetable on my plate first. And then over the last 30-ish days or however long, so it's been about 30 days since Lent started, I realized that I still make my regular plate on a salad plate, and I don't need as much, and I'm not eating as much. I have literally not starved, had a couple cocktails in the evening, like I said, on the back porch after my work day. And I don't ever consider it work because it is my mission to educate, motivate, and empower you, right? But I've lost almost 10 pounds. And I've been lifting and I've been working out also. But that was part of what I was doing anyway. So what I'm telling you is you don't have to starve. What you do have to do is make a little bit of adjustment, just like the termite. 1 or 2 adjustments, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. So I'm going to challenge you and ask you to make your health a priority, because with your health, anything is possible. If you're already bold, you're already in, and it's time to rock. It's time to invite your friends and family so that we can ignite life and spark a healthy revolution. So choose to move. Right now, I believe, in a dark time, in something you can't control, let's take control of something. And that's your physical health, and that's your movement. So starting April 6th through May 17th, Camp Gladiator is hosting virtual workouts on Zoom, all live, non-recorded, over 60,000 workouts weekly, 60,000 workouts at your disposal that can be seen globally. Amen, Rob. If you love what you do, and I didn't know this was where I was going to be, I have a page that I'm going to post up that tells a little bit kind of how it all worked out, even though I had been a high school athlete, didn't want to work that hard to be a college athlete once I tried to walk on and be a college baseball player. But having what you love to do, sometimes you've got to do something you don't love to do to put food on the table, but it doesn't mean whatever dream you had has to be put in the toilet, because dreams don't have an expiration date. In the video that I'm going to share and talk about, my parents, the side of my father, would go back to medical school. When I was in 3rd grade, there were 3 of us. My youngest sister was born during my 3rd to 8th grade year, while Dad was in medical school. So he became a doctor when I was in 8th grade. We moved from South Jersey, which is really is a suburb of Philadelphia, to Texas, where Dad said we're never going to shovel another sidewalk again. So a decade after he finished school, I ended up going to work for him. And really, he planted the seed for where I am today, because he put people over profits every single day. He had a mission to make people better and love on them every day. And whether he gave $5 out of his back pocket to help somebody buy lunch or bus fare, or he let them wash or clean his office so they didn't feel like they were getting a handout, and lend an ear and a hug or an acquaintance for a job interview, that's who he was. That's what he did. And even though for years I said I didn't want to be my dad, I am. And I'm also my mom, who put up with all this stuff when she was the single parent, basically, right? When she was the single parent. But what I want to offer you is an ability to, again, if you're not bold, join us. It doesn't matter if you're in Shanghai or if you're in Stuttgart or you're somewhere, you're in Brazil, because we can do it anywhere. 6 weeks, Choose to Move challenge. It's just $39. If you're not going out to eat, you've got $39 you didn't have before. If you're not traveling that 30 minutes to and from work and you add it up, how much does it cost to fill up your gas tank? That's right. I guarantee if Tanya and I go out to eat and each of us have one cocktail, it's going to be $40 plus a tip. But you get access to a personal trainer, to a community, to focus, and to control your life. And that we are, at the end of the day, a t-shirt company with a fitness problem. I specifically put, I don't know if it's backwards or not, but at our last conference, ours was RISE. That was the word of the year for CG, and it's so appropriate because we say it every day. We're going to rise above. This will pass. And I say it in fitness all the time. It only sucks while you're doing it. So it sucks right now. It sucks not being able to just go to a friend's house and hang out. It sucks right now that I can't just randomly give high fives to every single person that walks up to camp and talk to them, tell them thank you, and that I care for them, that I love them, and I want them to come back, and I want them to live the best life they can. But we can do it the best way we can. So we have had several virtual hangouts on Zoom. I've come live more often recently. I want to be, I personally, and I hope that you'll join me, be a light during a dark time. I love that there's teachers all over the country having parades in the neighborhoods of their elementary schools, cheering and yelling and calling out kids' names on their front porch. In my daughter's neighborhood with the grandkids, they put adults in superhero costumes, and Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman waved to the kids, and it warmed their heart, and it brought tears to that parent's eyes. Because no matter how sad it is, the human spirit cannot be denied. It absolutely cannot be denied. So find your human spirit, find what motivates you, capture those few extra minutes that you had before to be with those you love, tell them you love them, never assume they know. But I want to bring you into our virtual world. I want to help you no matter what your fitness level, no matter which gender you are, no matter what color, creed, or religious background you are, to join the community from April 6th through May 17th for just $39. Choose to move, take control. Once again, thank you for your time. I know it's valuable, and I never take that for granted. I also know with influence comes responsibility, and I never take that for granted either. What are your 3 non-negotiables? Will you join me and choose to move? That's the question. I want you to get up, get out, get moving. Find some way to move today. I personally will be back at 5:45 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow and 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Please join me. Let's do this and choose to move. Thank you.